I keep saying you have to find the light. You have to look for the light. You got to stop looking for the dark. You got to stop chasing things. You got to stop all kinds of stuff. You got to own it. There's a light in everybody. And it's yours to figure out. And all the books I've read, all these things I've shared, all the things I've channeled for over 3 years. And there are people that came on 3 years ago that still haven't figured any of it out. They're still in their ego. They're still in their power. They're still praying to their gods. They're still trying to manifest lots of money and all kinds of things. They're not just trusting the universe. They're not taking this knowledge inside. They're not listening. They're not working. They're not doing anything. And they're just going through their stuff. And prayer is really important. Praying out loud is important. And when you experience these things, why don't you keep doing it? It's like when you meditate, ask to sit in the light. 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the afternoon, 5 minutes in the evening. And see there, she's saying she learned so much and she's a completely different person today than who she used to be. I know lots of people that came on and are still there and nothing has changed in their lives. I'm reading Unveiled Mysteries, and I read a really, really good part there. And I'll read this one little part that I just read. This is when the student is understanding light. It says, when the student is strong enough to stand against the opinions of the world of ignorance, then he or she is ready to bear witness to the marvels of the individual activities of God manifested by the ascended masters. So in there, do you understand that all of these things are from the universe? I don't care what your gifts or abilities or what you think you're special or magic. That's why in my prayer on Sunday, I ask you to invite these things. And we only borrow whatever. If it's 1,000,000 years, we borrow it. When we're done, we return it all to the universe. And understanding how to use all of this in the right way. There's lots and lots of magic. So I teach a lot of this. And people, like, I use it in prayers. I use it in all kinds of stuff. Trying to help people. Like when I'm on Sunday saying, let God see through you. Let God hear through you. Let God speak through you. And that's what this chapter was about. How the God self, how the pure light talked through this person. How it knew and saw everything. Way in the future, everything. It knows everything. And it's not about manipulation or cons or anything else. And so this is where, like I say, I'm always trying to find a way to help people. But there's a lot of people that are seeking this knowledge out, thinking they're going to be the Antichrist and rule the world or whatever it is. And they're very selfish, egotistical. And their intention is not to love anybody. And I told a story about the past where this one individual person, by praying in that, I activated something. And I told a story of where she said if she had it all right now, she would blow up the whole world. And the universe wouldn't allow that. The universe shut her off because she would have harmed herself and lots of people and things. And a lot of people are searching out all kinds of stuff, going into native ceremonies, going into all kinds of stuff. And they're not going into it for the good. I have this knowledge, I'm just a person. Jesus had all this knowledge. All the ascended masters, teachers, they have all this knowledge. And it's about everybody becoming the same. everybody becoming these masters, everybody using your life to the fullest or whatever it is. And everybody has a path and journey. Everybody believes what they do in their humanness. But there's an old saying, it's like set everything free. It's like having a bird in a cage and you open the door. You open your door and the bird flies out. You don't know if it's coming back and you just allow it. If it comes back, it's meant to be. If it doesn't, it has a journey on its own. No matter what happens, it's going to follow that journey. And in our humanness, we try to hang on, we try to control, we try to do lots of things. Sometimes the universe gives us the answers and shows us all kinds of things, but we don't want to hear or listen. Lots of people want to know where they're going to be in the future. And then they get shown that and they're like, no, no, no. I'm going to sit on the beach in Florida. And the universe is saying, this is where I need you. I'm not going to live out on a farm. I'm not going to live in a little town. Nope, I'm going to sit on a beach in Florida. And then they go and live on the beach in Florida and nothing good ever happens. Yeah, I've spoken about that story a few times. Can't remember the last time, but it was not that long ago. And this is where I share things. But all I can do is give information. Everybody decides. And like I say, if your intentions are not good, it's going to get seen and understood. Let's say you give off a vibration. I don't care where you are. And I told a story one day when I was living in Penticton. One day my phone rang. And so I picked it up and it was a friend in Vancouver, which is, I don't know, close to 800 miles away or something. A big city. And I'm sitting in the basement in Penticton and it's later in the afternoon and I pick up the phone and it's a friend of mine. And she says, why are all these people doing this to you? I'm like, what? She tells me all the things she sees them doing. And she's like, why? And I'm like, well, they're jealous. They think nobody sees and knows this. And they think they're powerful. And they're pretending to be my friend. They're pretending all kinds of things, but they're not doing anything good. They're doing all kinds of harmful things to me. And there are other people. There's a friend in New York who saw some things going on and let me know about it. And like I say, nothing is hidden. People think they sit in their house and nobody can see them. Spirit world, houses don't exist. Everything is just energy. And it's easy to understand things. And there's a lot of people distorting stuff, pretending to be friends. I always say keep your friends close, but keep your frenemies closer. Because we all got lots of frenemies. And this world, like I said, there might be only 10% of the planet that believes in the creator, the one creator. Not all the gods, not all the angels. They're all made from the one creator, the one absolute truth, which is the light of everything. And you think only 10% of 8 billion people is not very much. And out of that 10%, there's not too many of them that really believe in everything and want to step into this future and do these things. And it's really, really important to understand this because it can be felt. There's all kinds of things. And I'm doing this in the hopes that the right people will receive it and do right by it all. But through my life's journey, I have met so many bad people, and they come across as if they're angelic beings, and whenever they move or anything, the trumpets of heaven start and the whole world trembles and rattles because of them, and it's not a truth. So I'm going to let you all go, and tomorrow I said I'll be reading, because I think I'm going to be finished this tomorrow. Venus visits the royal Teton. Yeah, I'll be finished this tomorrow. It's not very much. It's about one chapter. It's only a couple of pages, so I'll be finished that tomorrow. And I hope this really, really goes deep inside, that you really allow it to become you. Because it's not about what you think or what you, how you do things. Because once you start allowing this in, it's going to teach you. There's lots of teachers, lots of masters. And like I say, if you really, really need help, say a prayer out loud, light some incense, call in all the teachers, all the masters, everybody to look at your problems. And then ask them to find ways to help you to fix it, correct it, or whatever. It's important. You have to learn how to pray. And you have to ask. Everybody needs help in something. If you're not willing to ask for help, then you just sit there stuck. And the more you understand that, and like I say, buy incense, sit with the incense, hold it, say a prayer out loud, call in the spirits, the guides, the ancestors, all the different things. Ask for your guidance and your truth.